Hola, yo soy Erika.
Yo soy Rebel.
And together, o sea, juntas, we are
Mangoluna.
So, we're Mangoluna, like I said. And today, we are going to talk about celebrating women. Y por qué no, right? Like entrepreneur women, all
Yes,
kinds of women.
yes. Women who are hustling out there, making waves, making moves, making their own products, making their own services. Yep. We just want to dedicate this episode to you all. Even if perhaps like you're still in that transition of it, like maybe you're still working a 9-to-5, but you have ideas, you're a musician, you're an artist, you're a creator, and you're working your way that way.
That's right.
I mean, I think two things that I try to remember often, because I think we can be so hard on ourselves, is to remember that there's no traffic in your own lane, which basically means like when you're moving in the direction that you were destined to do, that there's a flow to it, right? Like there's not all these barriers. I mean, there can be barriers, but
Right.
you know, it just is a nice journey. And also, everything comes to you or at you at the right time.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Like it
so
can be when you're
believe that.
24, it can be when you're 44, it can be when you're 54, you know, and like trusting the timing of your life.
Yeah. I so agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Erika Casasola, what are some things that you tell yourself, some self-talk that, you know, as, you know, a POC entrepreneur, what are some things messages you play in your head that keep you going, that keep you, you know, doing the do?
Definitely my community, you know, because I am aiming definitely to get into some big money, right? Because I want to put it out into the community, for sure. You know, that's what I want to do into the LGBTQIA community, into our sisterhood too. Put it out there, invest in our LGBTQ businesses and women businesses. I want to definitely be one of those people that support those things. Writers, artists, you know, those people who are making this world even a better place.
Yeah.
Just listening to my ancestors, kind of listening, just listening. And my daughters too, definitely. I don't think that's a given, right?
Yeah, they're great motivators. I think the future generations and the past generations.
Yeah. And you know who too? Myself, the little girl in me.
Yes.
The one that we tend to forget about her, like the one that went through all that shit. I was telling another the other day, like, God dang it, I was sitting in Houston. We went to go see Michelle Obama. She was amazing.
Speaking of
fucking another great woman.
Entrepreneurs, makers, right? She wrote a book. She wrote her own book. It tells her own story and is now touring it.
Yes. So I was sitting at this restaurant, which was a nice one, right? It was a breakfast, coffee. It was a beautiful place. And I was like, and then had to go get something, and I was sitting there, and I heard these two beautiful black women laugh like loud, and I'm like, my God, and I turned around and I saw them, and I'm like, what a beautiful thing to see, two women of color sitting in this beautiful fucking place that years and years before would have only been for white people, right? And I'm like, wow, what a beautiful thing. And then I went back to myself, and I'm like, oh my God, how happy I am and proud to have my two daughters going to school. And like, who would have thought that this little girl from Mexico, from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, right? Like went through rape, abuse, verbal abuse, like all that, and then came to the United States at 10 years old, and still went through verbal abuse, and still went through bullying and everything, still made it through that. Has become a curandera, a successful mother, I want to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, thank you. And moving forward, like healing people to, of course, I had to heal myself through that, and now I'm like trying to create my own empire, right? Like through Mangoluna and through like doing my curanderismo and doing my image consulting that I do also, even taxes. Like I'm like doing it and hustling because I want to do it. Like who would have thought that little girl was gonna make it this far? And to that, I want to honor, like, you know, those little kids in us that we tend to forget that make us who we are. I'm like, dang it, man, that little girl, because that little girl still lives here. And that's when I always tell people, you have to be your own mommy, and you just nourish that, and you're just gonna grow up to be this beautiful person, and then you get to feed other women and other kids and other people. So to all women that are badasses, this is for you guys. This episode is for you guys.
Yeah, I think that's a great. I think that's a great thing to remember. Like, we often don't give ourselves enough credit along the way, right? Of stopping along the way and looking back and going, oh, okay, you know what? Look how far I've come. You know, like, maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but look back, like, look how far you've come every day. I mean, the fact that we're even still alive, I mean, think about, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of years of persecution, slavery, torture, literally being written out of rights, land, you know, all those things. And so the fact that you still wake up, you know, as, you know, yes, your life is still valuable, and the fact that you wake up every morning is something to be celebrated. But, you know, we're still out here.
Yes. How about you, Rebel? How do you fucking keep yourself going with all that stuff you go through, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like what you were saying. I mean, I think that you build resilience along the way, right? Like, it can be so nerve-wracking to put yourself out there, but then when you do and you realize, like, it didn't kill you, or, you know, it wasn't as bad as you thought, then you remember that again next time you're going to go put yourself out there, next time you're going to take on a new challenge or take a new step, right? You remember, you have that memory of going, you know what, well, I lived through that. A lot of times what got me through, gets me through, like, taking new risks now is remembering when I started La Botanica, I got a lot of shit talking, you know, oh, it's vegan food, oh, you're a woman, oh, you're this. I mean, so many different even rumors and a lot of things that were really hurtful and surprising and, you know, but I persevered, I pushed through it and I'm like, see, and I tell myself that, you know, like that, look what happened, you know, you had to go through that, but you survived, and not only survived, but you know, thrived. And so those, like you're saying, those memories of knowing what you've already lived through, they kind of give you a thick skin. But I like to have a thick skin and continue to have a tender heart.
Yes, that's for sure. It goes hand in hand. Yeah. So shout out to all those artists that have done that. I mean, I'm gonna toot my own wife, Annette Flores, writing her beautiful book, working on her memoir, survived through so much shit that I won't say because it's for her to tell her story, get her book. And Empanada, I mean, so many artists, Azul in her music too, you know, amazing. You know, your boo with her fucking DJing, you know, making us happy and all that kind of stuff. Right? I mean, Christina with all her fucking creativity and great, you know, her medicine que nos da, you know, with
the product lines and
that make us proud to be Latinas and brown and Mexicanas y con el sombrero y con el guarache y con sus botas and all that. So thank you, Natasha, for this gorgeous, beautiful art that you give. I mean,
Froja Life, you know, Regina, who's doing amazing stuff, Allison Alonso, who with her voice and her music and continues to create.
Rebel, giving us a safe space, La Botanica, you know, and this new beautiful product that you are about to launch pretty soon. So that's pretty fun.
Lauren Alchemist, it is launched.
Oh, nice.
It's soft launched, but yes, it's out there.
We're going to do a mask later so you guys can see
Yes, we'll do that soon.
Who else? I mean, there's so many artists. Liliana Wilson, right? Like, you know, Adriana, another artist that's badass with murals and everything too out there.
Veronica.
Veronica Castillo.
Yes.
With her beautiful fucking Eva Gallery.
Yes.
Helping promote other.
And carrying on her family's craft and lineage, you know, and skills.
I mean, so many people.
San Antonio alone is filled with so many, and we don't even ain't going into the rest of the cities in Texas or, you know, New Mexico. I mean, all the whole states. I mean, and the world. We're just, you know.
And those are, like we said, just women, right? I mean, obviously there's like Cardi B, Lizzo, all these beautiful women out there, Solange, like all these people. Selena, right, to be one of them, even though Ansaldúa, like J-Lo. I mean, there's so many people to celebrate. Frida Kahlo, like all these people to celebrate.
It's huge. And so, this episode is really just about, you know, celebrating that, celebrating ourselves, celebrating each other.
My mother, your mother, your ancestors, my ancestors.
Yeah, and if you want, tag in the comments other people you want to give a shout out to.
Other artists that you know that we should be
shout them out.
But follow us on Instagram,
Twitter,
and Facebook, which is Facebook. Are we still on Facebook?
Yeah, we're on
We're
Facebook.
on Facebook. Yeah. Well, hello, we're on Facebook big time. Yeah. So follow us, love us. We're
YouTube.
coming up with stickers. Oh yeah, YouTube.
Oh yeah, wait. Stickers coming
Mangoluna
out.
XOXO. Stickers are coming out.
Designed by Anel Flores.
By Anel Flores. Yes, thank you, wife. And we should have them pretty soon. As soon as we do, we'll post them, and you guys can buy them because we're trying to get money so we can get a new computer, so we can upload our videos faster. We're gonna keep
Selfie
on moving.
light.
Yeah, selfie light. Yes, we need that. You know that big circle halo thing?
Yes.
We're wanting to get that. So help us get that, por favor. Get stickers or send us money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where? Venmo me or her. Just Venmo
Rebel
us.
Mariposa.
Or Erika Casasola. What? And put Mangoluna. What is for? So we know. I don't know.